Hello YouTube. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about clothing, but not the kind of clothing that you're thinking of. I want to talk to you about the kind of clothing that your spirit is wearing now. Just basic clothing. It's just who you are and the way that you are in the natural world. If you were to put on clothing that would make you feel strong and hard, then that would be like the clothing of a powerful and strong person. Often in life, the spiritual clothing that we wear will be determined based on our mood or experiences. So if you're a power lifter and are always at the gym lifting, and you become very strong, then you will be wearing a very confident, very powerful clothing as a result of that. You can wear any kind of clothing that you want to. What kind of clothing do you think that Jesus wore? He wore clothing that was very graceful. And if you look at a picture of him, you can clearly see what kind of clothing that he's wearing. What if you were to wear that clothing? You don't have to start by wearing the clothing of Jesus out in public in a bathrobe and a red shawl with your long hair. You don't need to walk in front of the masses as our Lord. But if you were to, in private, in the sanctity of your own home, walk a few steps in spiritual clothing. Clothing that is graceful. Clothing that makes you feel good. Clothing that makes you feel righteous. Because then nobody would see you and you would be able to experience the joy and pleasure of wearing those clothes. Or maybe you could just do it in private, in nature, or at home, or in meditation, which is a sacred space for you, just for a moment. But it's not just the clothing of Jesus that's a starting point. Over time, you will develop your own methodology of powerful spiritual clothing. The more that you wear these clothes, the more you become used to that. And just as you train your body in a gym, you will train your spirit to be more graceful and be more righteous. This is a very pleasurable experience. This is something that is good for your spirit. You see, what you are is a spirit. And learning about that and growing in that way is good. As you would want to grow more in the way of being a father, if you were a father, then you would want to learn more about that. If you were a math teacher, then you would want to learn more about that. If you were an artist, then you would want to learn more about that. I'm here to tell you that you are a spirit, and it is good to learn about this. So put on clothing. Grow in this way, become more, and reap the benefits. Enjoy everything that life has to offer. So a good first step in this is to mirror the energy that you think is righteous and graceful and full of joy. And what do you think that would look like? Go ahead and be that way. Be that way and enjoy it. And that is a good first step for you. This is a path of ascension, and it can be taken as far as you wish. This clothing is free to you, it costs nothing, and it gains you everything. God, our Creator, takes great joy in sharing this experience with you.